Hello, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to episode 1 of my product release series, where I take you on the journey of me relaunching my business. Not really relaunching, but launching a new product. So I'm not going to get into the details of what that product is, so be sure to subscribe so you can find out what the product is. But today we're going to be doing label printing, and I also need to finalize my acrylic formula. We're going to be creating labels for these bottles here. I'll let you decide what will go in them, but we need to create labels, and I also need to test out my formula. I think I have it, but I just got some samples in from a new company, so I want to see what that's all about. So we're going to be doing some acrylic swatches. We're going to be making labels and probably doing a little bit of setup. I don't know. We'll see what the day entails, but it's Saturday. It's about 6 p.m. Your girl's tired. I'm just now getting started, revved up, but girl, we working. So it's 6 p.m. It don't matter. I'm about to make me a cup of coffee, so come with me to make a cup of coffee before we jump right in. We are back in the studio. Coffee is made. First order of business is to restock the ink in the printer. I have absolutely no ink left in my printer, so come with me to do that. I do have an HP printer, and I'm using this type of ink. It's 910XL, and let me show you the printer that I use to print my labels. So I am using an HP printer, as you can see here. I will leave a link below to the exact printer that I use. It has been pretty user-friendly. I haven't had any issues with it. If you have this type of printer, please leave a comment below and let me know what you think. But the ink was actually really easy to install, which I was shocked about. I don't know why. I thought it would be difficult, but it actually was really easy. And here you can see the final clip of everything being installed. So I know I said we were printing labels today for those little polished bottles, but I loaded the ink, as you just seen, and I got a message that said that the ink has been rejected because it's not an original like HP type of ink. This is my first time reloading the ink for this printer, so we're gonna test it out to see if it really doesn't allow me to print, which would be crazy because it is ink that goes in a printer, but I don't know. We'll see. But that is the entrepreneurial journey. You got to take the hits with the misses. So cheers to that, and let's see. But if not, there's so many other things that I need to do. So maybe that's just not the task for today. So I did confirm that I am unable to print on those cartridges I just bought. So if you have an HP printer, be sure to buy HP ink. That is very annoying. Now I can't do that today. But I do want to show you the 3 options that I had, which is kind of going to ruin the surprise of what these were. But I'm going to put 3 options on the screen of what I'm planning on printing today. Drop a comment below if you like 1, 2, or option 3. Also, I do have a video of how I design and print my labels at home myself. So I was going to show you the printing process, but I did show the design process in another video. So be sure to check that out. I will link that above and below as well. But I guess let's get to the next task. I don't know what I want to do. So I'm thinking we're gonna do some testing of acrylic samples that I have. Like I said in the beginning, I thought I was confirmed on my formula, but now I have some new samples from a new vendor that I really liked. I talked to their procurement office, and they seem really nice. They seem like they have a good supply chain, that they'll always have product on hand. So let's test those out, and I guess keep going with the day. Life of an entrepreneur. Cheers to that. And here I am testing out the first product from this new company that I ordered from. And like I said, I really do like this company. Like, they seem super professional and very easy to work with and super responsive. So when working with these companies, I feel like being responsive is one of the most important things. So I really like that about them. I also actually really like the formula. If you can see, it's super buttery, it's super easy to work with, and the color is like top tier. So I actually really did like this particular color. I believe this is their white. It's like their opaque white that I was testing out. And if you are interested in finding vendors for your own business, be sure to check the link below. I do have a full vendor list that does include this company and this second company too. So this second one that I am swatching is from a different company that I was working with. This is more of like a soft white. I also like how this formula is also super buttery and super easy to work with. What I do like about this color as opposed to the first one is it's more of like a soft white. It's not like that chalky white. So side by side, you can kind of see the chalky white versus the soft white. And I think personally, I'm a fan of the soft white. But both formulas were super easy to work with, super buttery. This is the second color. This is like a pink color. This one is from the new vendor that I was talking to. Again, the formula is chef's kiss, like no complaints. This color is very pretty, but it's not one I would personally select for myself in my skin tone, but I do think it is very, very pretty, very girly, and I know a lot of people would absolutely love this color. So I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. As you can see, Chef's Kiss on that final swatch. This is another one from the new company. I think this one is more of like a peachy color, but we'll have to see what we are working with. And I always like to clean my brush in between swatches so I can get a true test, of that company's formula. This color has a deeper hue of pink, and I actually really, really like it. I feel like if I was choosing one for myself, this would probably be more along the lines of a color I would select for myself. But again, both colors are beautiful. I'll show you a side-by-side. I think I wanted to clean it up a little bit. And then I'll show you a side-by-side. The one on the left is definitely more of what I would select for myself. But again, both formulas were Chef's Kiss, no complaints there. This is one of the previous vendors I was working with. Let's see what this color is giving. I think this is so beautiful. And the formula is so buttery. I really, really like this color. This is one of the original vendors I was working with. What I'm finding is like the quality is pretty much good on all of these companies. I think now I want to focus more on the credibility of the company and like how easy they are to work with, if they're responsive, because your girl has questions, okay? And if y'all taking forever to respond, and these are side by side, all beautiful, but I do prefer the middle and the left. I wanted to add a little bit of clear here. I know I'm jumping around. Sorry, I'm just trying to follow the video. I added a little bit of clear to one of my original vendors' formula to kind of see if I can get it a little less opaque. I do like soft colors that's a little bit more muted in color. So let's see what adding the clear does. Formula is still buttery, chef's kiss. Like, we literally have no complaints about the formula. And I do like this color a little bit better than the original before I added the clear. So when I do my acrylic sets, I do, like I said, I like a color that's a little bit more on the muted side, especially if I'm going for a nude. So absolutely, absolutely love this color. And like I was mentioning before, right now I'm more focused on like building relationships with my vendors as opposed to just having a good quality product, because as you can see, all of these companies have very good quality. And this is a side-by-side of added clear and with less clear. And I do like the left side that has a little more clear added. And that's another thing. If you are starting a nail business, get creative, mix your colors, you know, find what works for you, what you are actually trying to present to your customer. That's something I'm doing this second go round. I'm being a little more intentional about exactly what I want, and I'm gonna keep tweaking and tweaking until I find something that I really like. Also, if you do nails or if you are just into nails, I would definitely recommend to getting a big gallon of what was that, acetone. So that's what I was doing, refilling the acetone. And here, this is one of the colors from the new vendor. This is less of a pink color, more of like a peachy taupe color, I believe they described it as. More of that darker nude color, which I absolutely love. And at this point, y'all was just like, I love them all. What am I gonna decide? I had no idea. But this was super fun, and I think this color is gorgeous. It's very beautiful. Drop a comment below with your preferred shade of nude. I'm very interested to see like what you guys are thinking. Like when you go to the store to buy acrylic, or even if you're going to the nail salon and get your nails done, what type of nude? Are you more of like a beige nude, like a brown nude, a pink nude? Like, what's your vibe? I'm curious. And this color, this is one of my original vendors. I do like that this one is a little less runny, I think. It looks like it's like more stable. So if you are a beginner learning to do acrylic, I feel like this formula, the original vendor I had, is actually really good for beginners. So I think I'm gonna probably do a mix of both vendors, to be honest, because one has like more of the colors I'm looking for and the other one has more of like the formula I'm looking for, as far as for beginners. But I think they're both, I don't know. Drop a comment below. Are you more into like beginner friendly acrylics, or are you more into beautiful colors and you can work with any type of acrylic? I'm curious. But I do like both. It was a very, very tough decision that I still have not fully decided on. I think it's gonna actually be a mix. So I think I'm gonna just create my own formula with a couple of different vendors to get, like I said, exactly what I'm looking for. This color here, also beautiful. I think this one is more of like a peachy type of nude. I would personally love this color if I was doing like a nude set with just a really good shape. I'm a very simple girly these days. I will do just the acrylic with a bomb shape and like a gem. Like I don't need a whole bunch. What's next? Oh, this is beautiful. I think with this one I added a little more clear to make the color a little more muted. So as I was mentioning before, I do like a little bit more of a translucent type of acrylic. I just think it looks so classy and beautiful. And I think that's what I was going for here. My brush was a little wet. I got a little excited. It was a little runny. But as you can see, the color is still very, very beautiful. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I think I'm going to clean this up just a little bit, add a little bit more. This one did seem a little bit on the runnier side. I think I probably added a little bit too much clear because it did start to get a little bit runny towards the end of that one. Okay, I think I probably did another round. Sorry, I cut out a little bit, but yes, now I am just doing another round with a different amount of clear. Like I told y'all, I am not stopping until I get exactly what I want. I am not playing around this time. So yes, I love this color that I just tweaked a little bit. I think the color is absolutely beautiful. I think this is actually my favorite color. That's why I just stopped for so long right here, because I'm like, this is the one.
I found it.
So we have right side more clear, left side less clear. I absolutely love these colors. This is a full picture of everything we swatched today. Y'all, I'm so excited. I was like, I've been working so hard and I finally found it. All of these colors were absolutely beautiful. Like I said, I think I'm gonna actually use a mix of vendors to get exactly what I want. Like I mentioned before, if you would like to use the same vendors as myself, if you are starting an acrylic business, or if you just want to buy in bulk, I do have a vendor list that is linked below that you can purchase for the name of my vendors. Good morning. It is the next day. I do feel like yesterday was very productive. I'm very proud about yesterday. Sometimes it's just about the small wins. You know, you get something checked off your list. Very happy about that. But we still need to do what we weren't able to do yesterday. So I was not able to print the labels, and I still need to do that. So I need to go to the store today. You see I'm in my self-care era, period. I do need to go to the store today to get the ink for this HP printer. So we're going to try to do that. Might make some slight tweaks to the colors. So I might mix a couple to, you know, make the color a little bit more what I want, like that perfect nude. That's what I'm going for. I was able to test the top coat. It is chef's kiss. So we're doing good. We're doing good. I'm about to go make me some breakfast and then we're going to head to the store. Okay, breakfast is done. Time to get to the store. It's not too far. The weather here has been pretty crazy, so I'm hoping it's a short ride, but we got to get this ink. We got to get this ink. So I did make it to the store. Step one of the day is complete. I'm very happy about that. Sometimes the hardest part is literally just getting out of the house. So I'm glad we made it here. A win is a win. So now let's see if they actually have the ink that I need for the printer. The good thing about this location is I can also return my Amazon packages. So let's see if they'll take the return ink. So I'm feeling good about it. I'm feeling good. So I'm back from the store. They did not have the ink that I needed in the 4-pack. They only had the 3-pack, so I found it on Amazon for $88, so I'm just gonna order that. So no labels today, so I think I'm gonna just end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like seeing, you know, the ins and outs of my business, be sure to check out my video about what happened to my business, like the history of my business and all that, and I'll give a couple gems, and I also spill a little tea. So if you are interested in seeing that, be sure to click this link for the next video, and until next time, peace.